getting ready to go. Welcome to this Sunday afternoon edition of the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Thanks for joining us. The crowd here in anticipation of their home team Spurs in an interconference battle here at the AT&T Center in San Antonio. And here's a look at our starting lineups, sponsored by State Farm. Hey guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Tim Duncan?
You know, it's amazing, guys. Tim Duncan's still a factor at both ends of the floor. You know, he's not quite the scorer that he was in his youth, but his defensive presence and the leadership that he brings to his team is amazing.
Yeah, he's a terrific passer, whether it's setting up teammates out of the post or hauling in rebounds and making smart outlet passes to get the transition game going. Love his calm demeanor and the ability to stay even-keeled out there.
Here's Green. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Miles. And Zeller kicks to Thompson. Miles dishes to G. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, he did a nice job of getting himself into just enough of an open area to find that spot for his shot.
Parker kicks to Splitter. Parker covered by Irving. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And the Spurs with some changes. Boris Diaz checked in for Splitter. And it's Ginobili in for Daniel Green. Waiters, he's checked in for Cleveland. Now here's Parker. Again, the Spurs good for two.
Well, that's his shot. He is really proficient from that mid-range.
Irving for three. No good on that last second attempt there. Plenty of offense in this closely contested. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
And the key has been the second chance points. You look at this team, the hustle that they play with, very impressive in that first quarter.
Well, it's showing up on the scoreboard. I mean, you get second chance points like that. It can add to your totals and also demoralize your opponent.
So with Duncan sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Parker and Manu Ginobili, their backcourt. Steven Jackson is out there with Boris Diaw, and it's Splitter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
You know, he's not the most flashy point guard out there, and you don't hear his name when people talk about the best point guards in the game, but I think Parker is one of the best in the business when it comes right down to it. He's able to do so many things out there for you and just had a dominant season for the Spurs a year ago.
Steve, Parker's fearlessness going to the hoop is what makes him such a devastating player in crunch time. Often you'll see him go right into a bigger guy, take the contact, and still find a way to finish the play.
Here are the Spurs with the ball. Ginobili outside. That's tipped. Back to Parker. And the pass to Duncan. Backing down. Zeller grabs the board. And Waiters kicks to Irving. Waiters passes to Miles. Irving for three. Another three for Cleveland. Second quarter ends in a tight one. Cavaliers lead by 5. And we'll be back for the second quarter.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And it's... Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Yeah, this is exactly what we've come to expect from this guy, and he has delivered here through three quarters.
Yeah, that's not easy since teams always are keying on him as the team's top player, but to be able to play like he has, with the reputation he's got, I mean, that takes an awful lot of talent and focus.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Lonzo G and Tristan Thompson, the duo at forward. Kyrie Irving is out there with C.J. Miles, and it's Zeller in at the 5. It's tipped. It's up a 3. Can't get it to go. Spurs trail by 3. Leonard dishes to Parker. The 15-footer. Duncan kicks to Splitter. Parker. That's good. Parker's got 8 points.
That's an old-fashioned finish there, guys. Going to the finger roll to get the easy 2.
The dish to Miles. There's the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. He gets it up. The shot is off. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we hit.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
While we're still getting underway here in the fourth, let's go down to Doris Burke, who has our Strike Uncontainable Game Report. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. And it's the Cavaliers with the Uncontainable Game Award for the offensive stretch they put together. They wanted to come out strong early on and apply pressure at both ends of the floor, and it's done the job for them as they are in a position to win.
Thank you, Doris. And how many times, guys, do we see a run like this become the difference maker in the outcome of a game?
Well, that usually is the case, Kevin, when one team can get on a run like they did, where they just feel so dominant offensively. More often than not, that's going to be the difference in the game.
And in this game, even at the very beginning of that run, you could sense the momentum getting ready to take a huge swing. And swing it did, fellas. Swing it did.
So with Duncan sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Gary Neal is out there with Ginobili. Then it's Splitter. Then it's Van Bonner. And it's Jackson in the small forward position. When they foul intentionally, they're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you got to freeze the clock. I mean, that's the enemy in this situation.
A few misses at the line, and they're in good shape.
The second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Those foul shots right there with the dagger in the heart. It's all but over, guys.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Up the floor. Here's Waiters. That's good.
Looks like this one's over. They really played well tonight.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, we can take it out of the oven. This game is cooked.
So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. They